Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is terrific to have you along for our live coverage of this eagerly awaited contest. It should provide some terrific entertainment on what is turning into a rather imperfect afternoon. The weathermen rarely get it wrong, and they have warned us that there is rain on its way. It shouldn't be bad enough in any sense meaningfully to impact on the game of football, but it is a factor to be taken into consideration. Plenty of other factors, of course, principally each side's concern for the strengths of the other. This is one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. Well, that has got the juices flowing, and now this. Watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill, and plenty of tricks, and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
Way. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I've been hugely impressed with Kaoru Mitoma, Peter. He has worked extremely hard on all aspects of his game, and you're not going to find too many weaknesses about at the moment. He thrives on that left side, and he can either go inside on that right foot or stay on the left side, so he presents an immediate problem to fullbacks, and he's developing fast.
And the finish! Stefan on goal. That'll be a throw-in. Dix. Brushed off the ball there. Now a chance to break. Ito. Plays it out to the flank. Indonesia get it back again. Dix. Throw it. That's a hit! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Gets up to head it! Good stop. Wasn't easy.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class range. The counter is on.
out an outlet. Now it's Doan. Looking for a decent ball in. Knocks it away. He gets past his man. Shooting chance! It's good distance on it. Has a pop! Return. Breaks on here. He's caught him there. It's a free kick. Not going to make any further progress now.
Japan are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
So we have our breakthrough.
Still a fragile lead though, they can't afford to sit on this.
Good ball, it's found, it goes for goal! Good save, keeper read that well.
Well, it could have been and probably should have been a different choice of finish. There was lower space to hit.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Either side really getting hold of the ball. Hoists it forward. Oh, they can break here. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Has a hit! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping. goalkeeper. He was helpless.
Mitoma tries to stroke it through. It's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Hoists it high. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. And we hit half-time. So there you have it. A close-fought half of football. It still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now.
Not the most convincing of displays. They can certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
So off we go once more.
Indonesia don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first. If they don't grab an early goal in this second half, they can't hold back though.
James. Mitoma. And it's played forward. It's a corner. Forward it goes. To win it back. Kamada set up one goal so far. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Cleared away.
For me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
That has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Duan looks to get on the end of this. Gets his foot in there. That is terrific skill. Referee's ordered a free kick.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable. He has great set-piece prowess. I think you know what's coming, but stopping it.
He's had a crack. It is a fantastic goal. He's got himself a peach of a goal. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, that is a bit special. Indonesia get themselves into the lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Ito switches it towards the other side. Gets it back. Brings it forward. Lobs it in gently. Oh, great ball! Real chance! Goal! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Indonesia making consecutive changes here. Got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Endo. Defenders on the back foot. Itakura plays it forward. Well positioned to make that interception. Indonesia have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in control at 3-1. James. He's had a shot! And out to safety. Crunching tackle. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. looks a foul. Yes, referee's given it. Ball, but especially accurate. Wonderful, the technique perfect.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Itakura. Well, here is the raid we were told to expect. Across the field it goes. James does well to read it and intercepts. And that is as far as they're going to go. Ito, and now the breakaway. Aimed in towards the centre. Oh, Red, he sorted that out. Cut out in the nick of time. Kubo not easily shrugged off the ball. On the ball. What we've seen today, don't you?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
Before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon.